lovelies, and welcome back to Mama G Gear. It's Mama G here, and
not a doctor, Rusty
Dr.
Blades.
Rusty Blades. Yes, we have our flags.
You look like you're going to Pride.
I'm going to Pride. Yes, I'm dressed and ready.
I'm also going to Pride. We should go together.
Sounds like a plan.
Good job. You were almost scripted.
I almost scripted that little section. So are we ready to put our glasses on? And
so let's go.
Let's go. Come along with.
Well, hello, beautiful humans. It's hard to get us both on screen.
Let's move that out of the way.
We are en route to Pride. You need to pay attention to the road and not the other things.
Yes.
Yeah, so we are en route to Naples to go check out Pride. Got my hair's all herring. Her hair's a herring.
Long pigtails.
Got my Pride colors on. Yeah. So we're going to try to film some for you. I'm sure Des will let us film a little bit in her shop. That's the herbal shop that has all the clothes and such.
Yes.
And, yeah.
Yeah, so this is a premiere. So remember, we're hopefully in the chat. We're filming this in our now time, but you're watching it while we're actually doing the Banjomaw at Rusty's.
Yes.
So we will do our best to be in the chat to communicate with you guys. Also remember that anything you leave, super chat, super stickers, all of that, gifteds, all of those are going to go into the monthly giveaway. And on this day, we were supposed to be picking this month's giveaway prizes, but since we're doing what we're doing, we'll do it the next weekend.
Which means that everything in this one's going to be a chance as well.
Yes, whatever goes in today's will be in June's giveaway, but we will announce the winners on that next weekend. Okay, and thank you for allowing us to have a couple Saturdays to go out and gallivant. We appreciate that very much.
I'm trying to turn the AC on because it's got
you have to open your things too. I closed yours thinking that maybe the AC only works on the passenger side, so that kind of sucks for me.
Yes, I can't do it while I'm holding the phone, so I'm gonna stop and we'll pop it in a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Don't forget,
how you all doing
talk
today?
Amongst yourselves.
Yes, this is going to be a perfect drop your drop, sharing channels.
Absolutely.
If anyone's near milestones, mention it in the comments. We can try to help everybody get a little bit better.
Everybody.
And yeah, I'm going to do something about the fact that I'm melting.
Yeah, it's hot. Okay, so one of our stops is to feed a cat who's their humans are on vacation. And I'm going to turn you around, and there is Rusty.
Hello, beautiful humans.
We're going to go feed.
We'll film a little. We'll show you the cat, but I don't want to film all of his house because it's his house. So might be a no-no. Get it?
Yeah. Look at that. The glasses work perfectly. I'll put you on pause. Here's Bob.
And here's Bob, part 2, because we just did this, but she wasn't filming.
I wasn't filming because I'm an idiot sometimes, but that's okay.
So yeah, Bob is our friend's cat. This is actually the house we play D&D at. And Bob's tail likes to do this big, long, curly thing. And you know the old school big hook that would come into screen and pull somebody off a stage when they weren't doing good? He basically does that to everything on the table.
Instead of his paw, he uses his tail.
But Bob is waiting for some wet food. And
yeah, because he's starving to death because he hasn't had wet food in over 12 hours. Dear Lord.
Yeah, Bob.
Luckily, he's still alive, right?
He does the strongest headbutts.
He's so sweet. Yeah, he greeted us at the door.
So today is fun cat feeding. Yesterday, Mama G, I couldn't make it. Mama G had to go help save emergency kitty.
Yeah, we have another friend. So definitely prayers to our little cat that has not been eating and he's not doing well. So there was no vets available. He's going Monday to the vet. But in the meantime, that we're just using a syringe with some honey. And in the morning, I was boiling some chicken for him, so he had some chicken. But yeah, just some prayers for our little one of our little sick cats.
Okay,
we took care of him yesterday. All right, so we're going to put you again on hold.
And water tray.
All right.
So there's his dry.
There's his face.
He also has treats on top of the white fridge. Feel free to give him some treats and wet food, which can go in the orange bowl.
He could show you where that stuff is.
Also, please take these veggies. Curious. I'm not taking this money.
No, don't take the money. But the veggies are. They left a note for Rusty and some nice fresh vegetables. I'll show you the fresh vegetables.
These came from, I'm sure these came from
Eggplant?
Malcolm that we drove by.
Oh, nice.
I'm sure that's where these are from.
And money, but money we don't take.
Yeah, we're going to leave that there. We do this because we love
We
our
do
friends.
it because we love cats.
And my
animals. All animals, yeah, actually, I say that. I prefer cats,
Okay.
but...
Does he get a whole thing of wet food?
Oh, give it to him. It's vacation.
All right.
He'll eat what he wants. That's what's cool about most cats. They just eat what they... Well, he knows that sound.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we know that sound.
How you guys eat it.
But most cats will eat what they need and leave the rest, so... He's giving you lovin's. He's cute.
Right, I told you he's adorable. And very precious. Are you ready for wet food?
Oh, how cute is he?
There you go. There you go, buddy.
See, you're not going to starve to death. Of course we're going to come here and feed you. Don't you love Rusty's shoes?
Right.
And she's got
the water looks fine.
She's got, yeah, put fresh water. She's got the vest on that we crocheted. I didn't finish the pants. I go with this because I have a frog all the way up to the crotch. And I'm going to do a double crochet stitch for the rest of the pants. So that's why they're sitting in the timeout bag. So Bob. Hey Bob. You going to ignore me while you're eating? Yes. That makes sense. Cool. And they got the AC on in here for you. Living the life, man. Living the life. How adorable. All right, putting you back on hold. Okay, lovelies. This is a voiceover because the first attempt on this, apparently there was music playing that you could hear. And I uploaded this entire video. And then it's 3 o'clock in the morning and I'm noticing that there's a copyright issue, and I'm like, I put my own music to most of this stuff. But anyway, this is Desiree's shop. It's adorable, and that's the name of it there. And the reason we're here, here's the poster for the reason that we're here. Pride weekend, yay. Anyway, we're going to go into the shop. I'm just going to play random safe music so that we're not getting a copyright on that. Alrighty.
got power. We've got pride. We are marching side by side. I think we got that one. All right.
Getting ready for the parade.
Rise up, get down. We've got pride in this town. Rise up, get down. We've got pride in this town. Rise up, get down. We've got pride in this town. Rise up, get down. We've got pride in this town. Rise up, get down. We've got pride in this town. Rise up, get down. We've got power. We've got pride. We are marching side by side. We've got power. We've got pride. We are marching side by side. We've got power. We've got pride. We are marching side by side. We've got power. We've got pride. We are marching side by side. We've got power. We've got pride. We are marching side by side. We've got power. We've got pride.
Isn't that, what a beautiful painting on the side of the building. And then here's Naples information. And then we're going to walk down to the tattoo shop. And we're not walking in the parade because of my knee, but if you look behind us, well, they're quite a way down there. We'll grab them when they're coming by.
They're letting everyone catch up because some people walk. I'm sure they're waiting to come back down the other side.
Yeah, just showing some art. This shop. I know I've shown the shop before, but not showing faces. And we're back.
We're back from Pride, y'all.
Hello.
We had a great time.
I know, my hair's a mess.
The flags in the beginning were from the future.
Yes.
No, we just filmed the beginning
I did
now.
forget to, these were itchy, but we went shopping. We will show you what we got.
To be fair, we went shopping, but what was great is we had planned on giving some merchandise that we don't sell anymore, we don't use, we don't do the right vendor fairs. We were planning on giving it to a friend that has a shop, which you actually saw already.
Yeah, I filmed it.
Yeah, so you saw that already. I'm trying to remember time.
Yeah.
We just filmed the beginning. Now we're filming the end. But we got to trade merchandise. So
we bartered.
We did a nice barter system. I just wanted to make sure because I like sharing that we're bartering. I also took my little Baphomet buddy on his first ride out of the earring section. I have so many earrings.
His first trip.
There's a ton of earrings that have still not left this house. Well, they left the house until they came from outside, got into this house, and have been trapped in here ever since. Because I only have 2 ears. And so
well, Craig takes some.
Yeah, yes. Craig does.
Hope you liked Craig's. Yeah. Well, Craig was supposed to dress up like me today. He took the wig. He was going to be a security guard. And I have a security badge with an ID and all that because I was a neighborhood watch thing. But it's a legit bag and a wallet. It's real. It's metal. Mm-hmm. And he was going to be security, but then when he got to work,
he's got the. Did you say the blue shirt?
I didn't mention the blue shirt.
Okay, so I didn't think so. She also found this blue shirt that kind of
looks
whatever it was. It had like a cop-y vibe.
Yeah.
So he was just going to be security. It was so cute the day before. He was like, well, it started as a joke about being security, but then I was like, I got this weird feeling that someone there might actually need me and need me to protect them.
Then what am I going to do? So he ended up. So you saw what the one of the tattoo artists put his makeup on. He looks amazing.
Yes. So yeah, you saw that makeup.
Yeah.
But there was an actual security guard cop. He didn't know which it was next door when he got there. So he's like, I feel like I'm not gonna get into the outfit.
Nah, understand. I'm agreeing. I'm agreeing with that. Absolutely. You don't want to, you know.
Like, well, there was somebody there to protect already. So they didn't need his.
And he looked amazing with the makeup.
Yeah, right. That makeup looked amazing.
And I don't know if you were able to see the red puffy pants he wore. I gave those to him. They're big. I call them Bobby Brown pants. And they fit him perfectly, and they're made out of silk, so it stays nice and cool.
Boxy Brown.
Boxy Brown.
Bobby Brown's representation,
Okay,
which was
that
a
works.
cardboard box in the show Aqua Teen Hunger Force
so it's
that
a thing.
Meatwad had, and it was called Boxy Brown.
All right, he's wearing Boxy Brown pants. Yeah, so he's wearing those today.
Yeah, it's just I love
Yeah, it was great.
Boxy Brown.
And I've got I just bought these a while back. They're big pants. And then I got my Cole socks.
And I repped my bright
And my
green
Trixie.
sneakers.
And it matches my hair. My
I honestly forget I have a tattoo back here
Well, you don't ever
until
see
I
there.
like lift my leg up in certain ways.
Yeah, because you
But
don't.
there's the
you never see
start
back
of a
there.
fine line tattoo that Craig did.
I forgot you had that there
Right?
too.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
Every once in a while, I'll be like in the shower or something. I'll be,
Yeah,
Just
like
my
what the heck? This actually the bat that I can never. This is the worst thing to show on here. But the bat, sometimes when I turn my arm, I can see like a little bit of it, and sometimes I'm doing something and I'm used to the crow, but I'll see that little spot.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the heck? Forgot it's there. Anyway, so we had a really good time.
it was nice. It's Naples, so it's small.
It's a small.
I was
little
happy to know the
town.
Naples Book of Faces page had some less than pleasant commentary. So I'm glad that when we got there, it wasn't. They were just keyboard warriors or
Yeah, there was
jabronis,
no
I should
trouble
say.
or anything.
So there
yeah.
wasn't any trouble, but there was some bad comments. So I was a little bit
Yeah.
like, I hope there isn't something, and if there is, match up.
We're there. Yeah, no, it was nice. It was a smaller community because it's a small town, but they had a little area. I think you've already seen the parade, and then we showed you some of that little area in the green, and then we bought some stuff and we received some stuff, and that's the cutest little frisbee.
Oh,
and now the dog's gonna play with it. But
This
that
is
yeah,
gonna
so we
smell.
got so we went to Desiree's.
Well, we're going to show Desiree's stuff first. I figured
we already showed the. Oh yeah, go to that.
we were talking about the Pride
Yeah.
event, so I figured we'd start going.
Okay, we could do that. Because we already showed. Just trying to remember how we're going to put this together for you guys when you see it. It's not put together now in my time.
Well, I figured that this is going to be the last section.
Yeah.
So, because now we're just doing the final showings of
Exactly.
everything. Because
So
we didn't
show
show
what
what
we
we chose.
Yeah.
So there was a couple different family books.
Apparently, this author is a good author. I don't know.
I've heard this name before. Like I read it on something, and
Okay.
I love libraries. I read about book things, so it makes sense.
Yawn.
But there's some of
If
the
you had
others.
Mama G yawns in your bingo.
But yeah, if you got kiddos, I love it's wonderful imagery.
I love when they do the.
I don't think I'm
artwork
allowed to
like a
read it on
child.
here, right?
To be honest with you, the artist probably does not care.
Yeah, but it's really
But we should let them know we'd like to read it before we do. Just
yeah. So I'm just going to show you the page, but yeah, just talking about families.
in the very front, you might want to put that there because
I'll put it there again. I had it.
Okay, just point out that's if they want another book.
Yeah, so this is it's very much talking about families are being different.
All types of families are families. Yeah. And one lady that was there, she had I love it. She had a whole table with a paper with markers,
book.
and she's a poet. And she's taking, and it says, I am.
That was
and
cool.
people were just able to write on there different things, and she was going to incorporate all the things that people wrote.
So like mine would be the I am, and I wrote I am we is us, and together we're fabulous.
And I
which I didn't
forgot
realize
what
it
I wrote.
rhymed until I.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, when
Yeah.
you said it to me, then you said, "Oh, it rhymes."
We haven't done it in a while, but the we and us is
Yeah,
one of our.
that's something we did. When people,
We're all connected.
yeah, because everybody was doing the pronouns, and that's where it came out. We and us.
It wasn't like it was a combat to
an
people's
additional
chosen pronouns.
addition.
It's just because pronouns were such a predominant
And I was learning at that time
part in our language,
about
and
it.
yeah, you were learning more about it and
Yeah.
what's appropriate, and
Right.
like if you make a mistake, correct yourself. Oh, my bad. Correct yourself.
And then
Move
just
past
leave.
it.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Don't make a thing.
Don't make a thing.
Don't make a thing.
Most people don't want you to make a thing, and it's okay.
Right.
It's okay to acknowledge something, but you don't have to make a whole thing about it.
Right. Right.
But yeah, so we would just happen to be talking about a lot of things, and then we got onto another I think I started talking to you about the collective conscious. Because I had just, I think that's how it started. Because I had just watched that documentary about infinite time, A Trip Through Infinity. It was amazing. I'm going to have to, it's in my notes somewhere. It was so good. Especially if you like the whole, when I talk about time not existing and the concept of infinite. But they talk about the collective consciousness, which is why...
It's been a long day for me. Go ahead.
Why sometimes I'm able to know exactly what she's thinking is we're both tapping into the same energy that's existing.
Right.
It's like just this, almost like this like mycelium, but in the air above us, so we can almost communicate with it. But yeah, we started talking about that, and then you got onto the we and us.
Yeah, because I was like, well, I want to make my pronouns we and us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because we're all connected.
We're all connected. Yeah, we're all, and that's kind of what I wrote on that thing. The thing, we all come in the same way. We're all going to leave the same way. We're all sharing the earth. And I forgot how I finished it off, but that's, so let's just be nice or something like that.
Cranberry juice and seltzer from my soda.
Yeah, cranberry
sport,
juice is
whatever
great.
it's called.
Cranberry juice is very good for you. Anyway, what else? So yeah, so let's go with what we got.
Some
from
of the
Pride.
stuff we got. So these are just, I think this is just like a resource list.
Yeah, there was
I'm just gonna hand you some papers as we go in.
more. Some of these are more local. This is Cattaraugus, Allegheny. A lot of it was run by librarians.
Yeah, it was definitely book oriented. This one I'm excited. I'm not going to go through it all right this very second because I haven't read it yet, and unless she wants to, I'm not a big fan of reading.
I'm not reading it. My eyes. I think I got that.
Yeah, I like to
inside.
read over once first because of my dyslexia. A lot of times, big words are going to be so scrambled, and then I stumble over it. And I know you guys wouldn't care, but it would make me nervous.
When you yawn
and then
again,
I'd stumble more.
Jesus.
That's so weird. You haven't yawned all day.
I know.
Like what
That
is
was
it?
3 in a row, and now my ear clogged. Because I'm sitting and we're doing a live, and I always yawn during a live.
Oh, and then this was just
One other library.
another
we just kind of grabbed we grabbed a lot of
grab
their...
everything book related.
Yeah.
That's just about it. Yeah, this is just a little pamphlet about
This is just a
Maple
local
Prides.
summer
I'm trying to get to
library.
the pins, but they're obviously below everything else.
I mean, I could hold the papers while you're doing what you're doing. And this was where we were. I mean, I think we showed you most of it, but the Naples Pride Day.
I'm excited to actually read this one. This is another one. We'll probably talk about these things, but obviously we just got home.
Yeah.
And I want to go over it first. But this one, Palestine, is a feminist issue. I'm very curious to see
That's
the
interesting.
information
Yeah.
that's in
Yeah.
this.
That was that table.
And then the
was,
Geneva Women's Assembly.
that was who that
table.
is.
That table. They were wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Wonderful. I know the word. Write that down. Wonderful. I grabbed a couple of those. So I wanted to send some to Alyssa.
I love libraries. And anybody that's watched our channel for any amount of time knows I loathe balloons, but I love libraries. I should make that a shirt.
There's a shirt. I love balloons.
Oh, I
love
forgot to tell you a
libraries.
shirt I probably shouldn't say on this that I saw. Somebody, mean people made a meme that are really bad at making memes, and it gave me my favorite quote.
New shirt quote.
Yeah, just
yeah.
making fun
I only
of.
took the one sticker because it's a sloth, and I thought that was
Drag is
kind
art.
of like part of the yarn.
Yeah, drag is art. Have you ever seen how
Drag
fabulous
is
their
art.
music
It's
makeup is?
absolutely
Oh, here's
art.
my pen. Yes. Read queer books. You'll get some of the best topics and wonderful things.
Yeah.
And then we got Protect Trans Youth because
Yes.
everybody should be doing this
Yes.
at all times.
The Trevor Project is a wonderful. There's a lot of them, but the Trevor Project is also a wonderful program. If you ever see the ads for them, that's a legit, and they help to young people that are whatever the word is, and if they're having problems with their family, they do a lot of good stuff.
Yeah,
So
they're a good one to look into.
yeah, and it's legit.
And at that pin, taking it from that event was extra special just because one of the comments on it, which I'm going to be very careful about my wordage here, one of the comments on it was somebody against it, being like, I don't know why people would choose that life. Why are you going to promote and try to turn people into something where there's the unalive rates are this level? And somebody else was like, you do recognize that it's comments like this that lead to those numbers.
Yeah.
If you accepted it, that wouldn't have that number. But so that's why the Protect Trans Youth, all youth, protect
all
youth,
yeah.
And then this one I grabbed for Mama G because she was
I'm trying to
overwhelmed
look at
and
it.
walked away from the table.
I did. Oh, Love Over Hate.
Yeah.
I'm wearing that one.
Then we got some kindness shows. Well, they're pencils, but I'll allow it.
Writing implements.
Accept one another.
These just, it was very nice. It was good.
Show your true colors. True. Yep, colors.
Okay.
Colors was in colors, and then there's little rainbows on it. So it
now my nose is running.
And then at one of the places, if you donated, you were able to pick one of the bags.
And that's Frida, the artist, Frida with the one eyebrow.
And what was perfect is we picked this. This was the second table we went to, so after that we were able to put all of our things in there.
So it worked out well, because I didn't bring one. I only brought my little bag, which I didn't bring.
Yeah, it was nice. Oh, so yeah, that's another thing that happened. So across the way, Mama G was like, have they seen your tool? The tool?
No, I just got that. Yeah.
Okay, so she just got this.
You would wear it underneath a bridal gown or something where it's the rings. It's tulle with the slip, and it's got all the hoops. I go down, and I picked it up at a tag sale after taking care of the sick kitty, and I grabbed that. And anyway, so the girl that was at the town hall, the town green, at this point, and I'm like, oh my God, and she had one that was all the pride colors. And I was like, oh my gosh, look at, I could do that with the skirt that I bought, because the one I got is just white. And
this was as we were walking across. So the way they had it set up, I'm going to do an overview.
Well,
So
I did film it, so maybe you guys seen it.
So there was booths on this side, then the empty space and booths on this side. And she sees skirt human here, and as we're walking across, and we're getting closer, and I was like, oh yeah, that's a really pretty skirt. I was like, oh, that's one of my friends.
Yeah.
So I got to see Allie and Jonah, the two of my friends from Naples.
Nice. Yeah, hello, Allie and Jonah. I know you don't watch it.
She also is, I don't know what her position is with the library. Yeah. But they were the people that helped put a lot of this together. Yeah. But
it was great. It was nice. It was, it wasn't wasn't like, New York City Pride, but it was a nice... it was a small town recognizing the importance of celebration. And then they did the parade. If you've seen the parade. Well, actually, you've seen photos. It wasn't like a whole bunch of people. We actually showed up later. We missed the brunch.
We would have loved to go to the brunch.
Darien Lake was there.
But it was a little bit.
And I forgot.
I'm not crying. Just lightly choking.
Yeah, there was a couple of queens that were there, but it was a little expensive, and I'm not going to eat. So
yeah, it would have been fun if it was more than just a little brunch. Like if it was like a meet and greet dance party.
Yeah,
it would have been easier to justify paying.
Yeah.
But like, I don't think you take your stuff home from those things. Like, it just kind of like, so it's like making it was way too much money to justify both of us going when that money can do so many more things.
Yes,
it's one of those like that. How many bags of cat food can we buy to donate to the local shelter?
Well,
Yeah. So that's what I like. I like to pick things to justify.
I
do that, or if it's for a treat myself, I like to think of something and be like, I mean, it's a little harder now because my position's more salary because I work from home sometimes helping them out. But how many hours of my life is this item going to cost me?
Exactly.
Because that's gotten me a few times when I'm like, if it's a need. If it's a need to survive, don't think this way because it's a need to survive. Just get the thing you need to survive. I'm talking about...
Take only what you need to survive. I just thought Spaceballs, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and the way I said it, that happened in my brain too. I don't know which of us thought it first, but we shared that. That one went to the collective consciousness and she took it down. But I lost my train of thought because of Spaceballs.
You were saying about... looking at an item and comparing it to how long you have to work to pay for that
this
item.
Is more for when I'm trying to like look around the house and see what most of this stuff has been like gifted to me or I've just like found places. Yeah. I know it's not much. So this isn't the best example, but this is a prime example, not the best example of money-wise, prime example of
I really want that.
A want versus a need. I absolutely did not need this.
No.
For many
But
reasons.
yeah, you definitely
I
want it.
have other sound makers. I have a bowl that I can flip upside down and use it and makes the exact same noise. But my character on D&D happens to have a gong and a wooden bell, which I have both of those now.
And all us old people are thinking of the Gong Show.
It's not even the greatest sound. Like, it's not even the greatest
very
sound.
pinging.
Yeah. But
It's very pretty.
so did I need this? No. Was it worth the $4.99? I got it at Five Below, so it had to be super cheap.
Yeah.
Was it worth that? And that's like, I still think about things like, this is like, a chunk of my time. Like,
Yeah,
do
how
I need to
long do I
spend
have
this
to work
$5
for this money?
bill?
Yeah, exactly.
What else could I use this $5 bill on? But
Yeah.
it was amusing when I pulled it out of my bag during D&D.
And you're enjoying it.
It's amusing. It looks nice on my shelf as a back thing. And I
think it's very pretty.
It's aesthetic.
Yeah.
It works. So sometimes things, you got to treat yourself.
Yeah, and you guys, because we are doing a premiere, what's the last thing you treated yourself to? And if you haven't done it in a while,
we did probably forget to ask questions.
What is
the whole time.
what you would treat yourself to? And the reason I did this with my hair is because they're long and I'm getting a headache and it's heavy.
That's why people with extensions often pile it on their
Now
head.
I understand why, because I feel like it's just been pulling on my head all day.
When my hair used to be like
Yes.
down to like here, and I just, after I got a hysterectomy, my hair just started falling off, and I didn't understand. And then parents were like, well, that's a pretty common thing after you have a baby, and you kind of did that but different.
Well, yeah, your body,
that makes
your
perfect
body
sense.
went through.
It's better
similar,
now.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it was for a little bit there, getting used to it. Isn't her hair gorgeous? And you can't see it in the house, but outside, she's got the silvers in there, and the silver has a little bit of the dye in it, so the reflections on the silvers are like the metallic that's in the yarns that have the multicolors or the color of the yarn.
Not right
Her
here.
silver's not there because she didn't dye that.
But
The
not
other
just
silvers.
But the rest of my gray streak, my witch's mark or whatever it's called, the bottom half of this got a little dye on it from last time. So I did the rose gold over it. So you get like essence of that. And then what's cool is I have so much gray hair here now.
Yeah.
I didn't lighten this. And it's holding pretty decent, but it almost looks like there's different. You can tell where it's dyed on gray versus where it's dyed on my brown hair. So
it looks cool.
I'm still going to lighten
sunlight,
pieces,
really cool.
but I'm going to do this twice. And if this works like this on my roots,
I'm liking it.
I'm just going to have you help me highlight random chunks.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that I have some bright spots in it, and then I just won't bleach my whole head anymore.
No, I love the rich dark color.
I think I'm finally gray enough that it works.
It's
when I
working,
was solid brown, it was too much. It was too much of this.
Yeah.
Where you don't see. Like the same colorant is right there as is right there.
Yeah.
But that's gray, that's brown.
Yeah.
It's so weird. I have gray, and then this chunk of brown, and then this chunk of gray.
Your temples, yeah.
So
temples, yeah. Well, that's not your temples.
Well, it's funny. It's my temples, but crooked like my face.
Yeah.
My ears are very. Look at that. See,
that's
the top of my ears.
Just because you're saying about the ears, all the time. Because I have a crooked nose. I have a deviated septum, so my nose is crooked. If you hadn't figured that out.
There's studies about.
And I
symmetrical
always
faces.
thought that my nose was the reason that glasses didn't fit me properly. Because it'll be one side, leaning to the side. But it's my ears, not even.
My ears are more crooked if you look at.
Did you guys know that?
Where the glasses would sit? Yeah, my glasses look so.
Yeah, but I think it's common. I think that's common.
No,
Do you
most
guys
people
know that?
are-
Do you guys have that happen?
Everybody, after this, go look in the mirror and see if your ears are crooked, and then come back on the replay.
Yeah.
And
Or
let us know.
you'd know that by when you put glasses on, they feel tilted. It's not your nose. Most likely it's your ears.
Mm-hmm.
And that I didn't realize how common. This is starting to slide back, so I'm just kind of pushing it a little forward. Oh, look I got a crown, and how would I look with short purple hair?
Like you have dog ears, if it looked like that. If that was how your hair was coming out, it looks very much.
Well, maybe if I
purple
put
dog
this on,
ears.
it'll stay up. Hold on.
Do you want to put it through these two?
I don't want to break anything, like my head.
Well, hold on. Stop pushing down right there. There you go. I did. I hit you. I might have gotten stuck.
No,
in
you're
your
good.
hair there. But that's holding that.
That's
front
holding it
part.
up. There we go. There's the new look.
That's a fun one. Okay, hair hair humans, the hairy humans out there. My hairy
humans.
I was trying to Harry and the Hendersons humans.
Oh, what a great movie.
It's a great movie. I love that movie so much. When he sticks his head through and he's just like, I don't know, what's I supposed to be doing here? Hairy people. What is the craziest thing you've put your hair up with? Because I posted that question to one of my groups and it hasn't been shared yet. I'm in this group that's I yam and I do have a question.
Yam like YAM?
Yeah, they had to change it because the word they were using wasn't 420 and wasn't Facebook appropriate
Gotcha.
enough. But it's just a silly group where they post questions, and every once in a while I'll spam one of the admins because I told them they loved my questions and asked why I wasn't sending them. And I was like, honestly, I get so overwhelmed with the responses.
Yeah.
So she was like, you can just spam me. I'm actually due for a spamming. I'm due for question spamming.
Really?
And what's funny is I'll just get in a creative mood and I'll just spam 30 to 50 different questions. And then over the course of the next month, I see different admins. So they share my questions. So they obviously talk about me in the group. But I shared this one. What's the craziest thing you can get your hair up with? Because mine after my hair started falling out and I started cutting it and getting used to it. Now it's gotten a little bit longer, but after I started cutting it and getting used to it being shorter, I realized I can't do my hair flips. So I was like, shoot, what am I supposed to do when I forget an elastic, which is literally every day unless I leave my hair. If I don't leave with it in my hair, I have forgotten to bring it. I usually have a few bobby pins that I can pin my hair up with, but if I happen to be near a garage and you have common nails, as long as your common nail is 2.5 inches, I can get and hold my entire head of hair up with that.
Oh, wow.
But it has to be a common nail. Common nails are the one that's like a nail with more of a top.
Flat top.
Not as much as a roofing nail, which is much wider, but that flat top just helps hold it in my hair. If it was just a brad nail or anything like that, it would just slide right through. But yeah. I don't know. Do any of you do?
Yeah, what's the weirdest
hair flip
Well, I know
things?
chopsticks are good. Pencils are fun.
Or store things in your Craig, which I learned this by turning one day. The two of us do art night sometimes, but it's not fun, exciting art night. It's I've got to get orders done on my Cricut design space, and he's like, I've got to do tattoo designs. So we'll sit on the couch and get that kind of stuff done. And I mean, as you've seen, his beard's not as long as it used to be. I don't know if it will still do this. He's been maintaining it shorter. But I look over and he's got his iPad still in his hand and his pen is just in his beard. Because he's got that curly kind of beard.
Yeah.
So I just stuck it in there and it's just holding. And I just look over and I was like, well, that's delightful.
That is. It works for him.
Yeah, so do you have any bearded men? Have you ever stored anything weird in your beard? Ooh.
Weird in your beard.
Yeah, I like that.
There's another shirt. We have so much merch we have to make. Oh my God.
I have so many. I have a notebook full of shirts, and I made some of them, but
yeah.
We
might have to go to a company with some of the designs.
I don't trust two things. We don't have a store in driving distance that I can get the shirt sizes I need.
Yeah.
And I tried it. I tried it when we first got this Cricut thing going. I first started doing t-shirts. I ordered a plethora of shirts, and then I've gotten orders, and I've literally sold out of sizes that now I'm stuck
now you got a whole
with
bunch
extra large heather gray. If anybody would like shirts, I have t-shirts in there I can make.
That? Yeah.
Yeah, I've got extra large heather gray. I've got two, I think those are double XL mint greens, or they're extra large.
Oh, mint green.
And then I got two khaki color, I believe extra large.
Two khaki color extra large to get you in here.
I've got small shirts, because even though this human is a small, she doesn't usually wear a small. You should wear what you're comfortable in.
I think this is a small. I don't know. I usually buy medium shirts.
This is I cut the label off because it was itchy.
If there's a label, man.
I mean, I cut the whole neckline off. I did it once. This is so funny. I did it one time to one shirt because I loved my tattoo that I got.
That's perfect, though. It works.
And I wanted to show it off a little bit more. So I was like, oh, I don't care about the shirt. Let me cut the neckline off. And then the next day I put on a shirt that I didn't cut. And I was like, it is choking me. This is, how did I live my whole life with these collared shirts around my neck?
Wearing turtlenecks and taking a turtleneck off.
Yeah, so now I cut all, even did I throw out the chunks? I think I did. when I went to go put shorts on today, I cut these 3 times, and every time, this is just fun. This is such a me thing. I gave my buddy Dirt would that be a curio cabinet? That tall display?
Yeah.
My curio cabinet, which was a tall display with a mirror
All
in the
glass
back.
and glass shelves.
And I used it every once in a while, but
you didn't just store...
I never stored anything in it. I would
anything.
stand here and be like, I need to cut more of these off.
Mirror, yeah.
But that's all I ever used it for. So I was like, well, I could definitely give it to him, because the way my brain thinks is I can just go walk outside, get outside my screen door that isn't actually screen, it's got the glass in it, and just stand back and look at myself in the reflection.
Yeah.
I don't need a full-size mirror. I have one that I use every day to get in and out of my house. That's just normal thinking for me.
Your door.
But so I got rid of that. So today
well, it's nice that he has it, because he makes all those little figurines for his company.
Dungeon Galaxy Craft.
Yeah, definitely check it out. Has he got
if this is a premiere, I will try really hard to be in the comments and write that down.
We'll be hanging out with them, actually, so we could ask him.
He'll be here. Yeah.
Yeah, in your time right now.
Right
he's
now,
with
Dirt
us.
will be with us.
Yes.
I might see about filming a video, if they want to film a video, maybe.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, we can edit it.
If we have to, we'll just voice over. That's all.
Yeah.
I'm just, because sometimes, when you're not used to it, and But yeah.
Or if we do a little.
And also, just to throw out there, at the time of you seeing this, I have played my first Dungeons and Dragons game. I never.
Allegedly. Because we're not there yet, so we don't know how it's going to go.
I'm hoping it'll work out, yeah.
I laugh because Dungeons and Dragons is a fun game, but I've only played it a little bit. I knew about it, I understood it.
Yeah.
But there's so much to the game, and Dirt's so excited about it.
He's
or
a
was, because
dungeon
it's happened,
master.
but hasn't yet for us. He's a DM. And I just I felt so bad. By now, we're going to know how it went. So hopefully I'm updating you in the comments.
Maybe we could tell you, yeah.
But I was like, I feel so bad. Because I was even like, I'm going to be the same character I am, just a little bit different. He's like, you sure you don't want to explore? And I was like, well, I figured if I'm something I'm already a little bit understanding, that's one less person that you're going to have to hold hands through and do everything. Yeah, we're going to sit. Hopefully Cody sat next to you in his full costume.
Yeah, because I don't know anything.
So that he can help you. What's nice.
Is Cody the one that we let his cat out today?
Yeah, Cody's the one who let his cat out. Bob out.
That was in this video.
Today.
Yeah, what a
Cody is also the DM of the game we're playing, Craig and I, with our friends. And Cody and Lizzie excitedly played D&D with Dirt as the DM on this Thursday that already happened for you.
Yeah, you guys.
Not us.
Yeah,
I am still in Excite.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah. It should be fun.
Dirt was asking, like, what I don't know anything. I just know that it's like role-playing kind of stuff. As long as I could be a crow. Yeah,
I at least showed her light gameplay.
It's like where Sarah Nichols' shawl. Sarah Nichol made me this outrageously amazing triple layered black shawl with a little bit of the purple, and I if you're fairly new, you hadn't seen it, it is on my mannequin in my dining room. I think of Sarah every day, many times throughout the day, because it's literally right there in my sight all the time. But I am going to wear it, or I have already worn it by the time you see this, as my crow. I'm going to be a crow. I'm something that can transform into things. So I'm just going to keep transforming into a crow. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do. But I'll learn. I've never played it before. I know people have talked about it. I've known friends decades ago that used to play it. I just never did that.
Yeah, you can transform into things. And then, you'll have certain abilities, like your card, the piece of paper I told you.
Yeah.
You'll have... Which people have asked me about D&D, and I know some people here play it, so... The card that you have, I forget what character, I think you're an elf. The card that you have, that's going to be you in your elf form. Then when you transform into, I'm assuming continuously a crow, which when you're a crow, you're not going to be able to talk to us unless somebody speaks animal. I don't know if any of us speak animal. Lizzie probably spoke animal, or speaks.
Animal, okay.
So that's just something to know. You can talk to your daughter to ask me questions. But there's certain things,
as far as when you're in character,
things that couldn't be answered by the DM because you don't speak the same language as us. It's very interesting. Yeah. But you'll get a crow card. So when you're a crow, you can talk to all of us sitting there as actual humans playing a game.
Just people to
But
people, not
if
character
you
to
wanted to
character.
say, my character told this person that, they'd be like, well, you can't actually speak.
Oh, 'cause
so,
I'm a crow.
So that non-role playing character doesn't know what you're talking about.
Well, I'm
You're
a
just calling
very
at them.
intelligent crow, so I might be able to write it down with my beak.
And so you know what's great? Is that something you can bring up, and then it's up to the DM,
Oh,
which
if I can do
usually will
that?
roll dice. Okay, I kind of like he might be. This is what Cody did once with one of the things.
Okay.
I tried to say, "Can I sing?" Because I'm a bard. Can I sing the spell so they don't know I'm casting the spell since I'm casting it to people that are right in front of me?
I'm so confused.
And Lizzie actually had my back on that one. She's like, "That's a really creative idea." So he was like, "You know what? Okay, let's see." And then he rolls for it, and he rolled well, so he allowed me to do that. So everything's up in the air, and you can make up. You can ask any ridiculous thing. You could be like, "Can I sign language with my
Maybe
wing?"
my crow can sign with my
Yeah, you can
claw.
ask that, and then it's up to Dirt whether or not he's going to let that be part of our story. It's very fun.
I just feel like I know it's by this time I'll be maybe hopefully in the chat saying it was awesome, I was great, or
Because you
I
don't-
cried the whole time because I didn't know what the heck I was doing.
It's not like card games where you're being secretive. Everything's out on the table.
Yeah.
And you can ask anything in the real world.
Oh.
Okay, I know that there's... Sorry about the
Yeah,
barking.
the
I
kids
know
are next
they're being
door,
loud
and
outside.
he
Good job. You just stayed
they're
right there.
the kids next door aren't here a lot, so or they're not outside making noise a lot. So
Yeah, it's been winter and then school.
Yeah, so
But
that's
they've
an
recently
unusual
gotten
noise for him.
You know those karaoke machines that you get as a kid that make that really lovely, it's kind of like tangy, overblown speaker sound?
Yeah,
They got one.
Yeah. Anybody want one? Because I'll go tonight.
No, it's fine. Kids can be fun and be kids. I just
Oh, yeah.
I'd almost be like,
They're
can I
missing
get them just like a better karaoke machine? If
Yeah,
I had a
maybe
better
that's it.
karaoke machine, I
Yeah.
would just give it to them. Because what it really is it's that like feedback blown speaker sound
Yeah.
that just.
And I'm sure
very
it's
much-
hurting the dog's ears because
Yeah.
it's hurting mine. And I'm not a dog. I'm a crow.
And
Anyway.
we still have Desiree's stuff to show you.
Yeah, so
we kind
anyway.
of went on a tangent, and we needed some more time anyway because
Yeah,
we didn't.
hanging out with
We
you guys.
felt like we filmed so much and
I
got
can't
home. It's
believe
like, it was
we've already
15
told you, but
minutes.
last week's, which is from us now, in our time now, because we were going to the Pride thing, so we did a premiere, or allegedly. And I swear I thought I set it up in my head. I set this up as a premiere, and I apologize. Apparently, I didn't.
Yeah.
It was just a video, and my bad. I really don't know what I did wrong.
I think. Correct me here if I'm wrong. I remember one time when I set up my very first premiere.
I think I
set
set it up on the phone.
I did something, and then I went back to edit. Oh, that's what it was. I had found after I had done before I posted it, I was looking for
I need a
thumbnails, waiting for it to upload. And when it was almost done uploading and I had already done everything and I was on the very last page, I added another thumbnail. So I skipped back to the beginning.
Okay.
And I uploaded the thumbnail, and then I was like, okay, well, let me double check everything. And when I double checked everything, I was posting a video. The post as premiere little checkbox was no longer checked. So I think if you, I think the very last thing you need to
Must have been
do
what I did.
is hit that. You can't edit. You can't go back and edit.
And for that, I'm sorry. I probably apologized on a Wednesday live, but I'm apologizing again if you weren't at the Wednesday live.
Is one of the
yeah.
I know we're going to keep talking about it, but we're going to keep talking about it because I absolutely love this idea so much. It's my favorite thing since I came up with Van Goat.
Yeah, Van Gogh was good.
The bingo game.
Yeah,
You
already got the yawn.
apologizing for something that you don't need to be apologizing for.
That could be one of them too. Yeah.
Yeah. Because then we can even debate, like, was that apology? Did you need to?
Right,
Are people
yeah.
mad at you about this?
Yeah.
I don't
And the
think they are.
yawning, you would have if you just did a whole row of yawning, you would have gotten bingo already. So I've
Yeah,
yawned
if
about
I
6
didn't
times.
already come
I'm gonna yawn again.
with Mama G Parrots Rusty for the free space because we know it's always going to happen, so you could always click it even if it hasn't happened yet, it would be yawning.
Yeah.
I'm curious to here we go. We have a lot of you. Anybody that wants to look this up and respond in the comments to this
Come on,
in the
research
replay,
department.
I will give you a Rusty random reward because
Oh.
that's how curious I am about this. But I also have so many things I'm supposed to be doing, so I shouldn't wormhole down this one. is there some sort of correlation to, like, what is it about Mama G does not do this?
I haven't yawned all day.
Hasn't yawned all day. Has been tired all day. Was
Yeah.
tired yesterday. Like, is tired on these times. I see her much more tired
Yeah,
than she is now.
Yeah.
The second we start filming, you yawn.
I mean, that was at least 7 times.
So if look it up. If you look it up and you don't
And I'm
get
thinking about
much,
it, so now I feel like I'm going to yawn again.
give me. I know when you talk about yawning, it makes people yawn. So I'm apologizing to people
all
that are
y'all
yawning.
that are yawning, I apologize.
But if anybody can figure out a correlation to that, you'll get a random
Yeah.
Rusty award. Or if you tell me anything cool about yawning, if you look up something and give me a cool fact that's not like your basic yawn facts, you'll get a ticket.
Cool.
I'm gonna have so many tickets. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I get a kick out of the fact that in the
I got a question.
that there was Craig did a super chat, so his name goes in because he left a super chat.
I need to write those. I need to write the Rusty reward.
I have
down.
them all on the thing from Zoila again. Thank you. The straw,
But
the mod extra,
the random Rusties that we got.
She writes them all them down first too.
At some point, I need those to write those.
And Marie,
I have a little note of tickets I have to update, and so I'll add those. I want to add those to the note, and then I'll write them in there. But so here's something. How do you guys feel about this concept? Because I don't know. I don't know. So the last time I pulled a random Rusty, I pulled the winner, and then like the monthly appreciation, once your ticket's gone, your ticket's gone. But that's being added for doing something in the allotted time period
of the month.
Right. Whereas the random Rusty is just something you've done, and you made this. I never thought of it, and I've been thinking about it since. Not always. Just like now you're watching me rethink of it for the first time ever. That type feel.
Yeah.
She was like, "Oh well, we should just keep all those tickets in there and keep adding to it." Right? Do you think I should
instead of
so once you get a
dumping
ticket,
them-
your ticket's in there, so your chance is always there, right?
Yeah.
Do you guys agree with that? Does everyone feel like that's cool? Because I think that's cool.
I'm going to parrot her so you get your center square. Is that she's giving out these random Rusty rewards, and when you pull someone's name, I think leave everybody in there, and then
Makes sense.
Down the road you get more. You can maybe get more tickets. But that was my thought. So,
Right. So
what do you
please
think?
Respond to me.
Respond. I'm gonna just do my flag. I was gonna sing "Hooray" for the red, orange, yellow, green, and blue, and purple.
You could have Roy G. Biv'd.
Roy G. Biv? Oh, Violet.
Roy G. Biv, yeah.
Yeah, Violet. I was like, Biv? I would be biffing it.
You did biff it.
I did biff it. I done did biff it. But I love these little flags. I'm gonna put it on my car.
Yes.
Anyway, so in the film that hopefully I edited properly, you seen Desiree's shop. Such a cute shop. That's her new location.
She's adorable, and she's a little camera shy.
Yeah, I told her I didn't film you, just so she goes, oh, I appreciate that because I'm a little shy. But she does do some online stuff.
Hopefully it's not. It's right. Is it only backwards to us?
It's backwards to us.
But we're not on live, so is this backwards to everybody then? Because we're just filming?
They could just flip it. Just read it backwards. Just do it. But she does have some stuff online, not everything. Of course, the clothing, I don't think there's probably a lot of...
Yeah, the clothing is more of an in-shop thing.
Yeah, but I mean, as far as her teas and all of that, we highly recommend her, not just because she's a friend.
We got she is a ball of sunshine.
Oh, she's amazing.
Like, she's just as... you've heard stories before because we talk about Bella. Bella, Craig's girlfriend,
Bella's mom.
The number 1 girlfriend. I'm number 2, and I'm cool with that. This is Bella's mom. Yeah. Bella's also the one we told the story about at the Grape Fest when we had the little, what are they called?
The little loveys.
Yeah. And she flipped the tote upside down and said, this is perfect because they're 4 kids and this is kids' height.
And the height was perfect. Yeah.
It was so beautiful. I know some of you know the story, but to anyone that doesn't.
It's worth repeating.
Bella comes running up because she sees us
Labrador
and wants to
Retriever.
say hi. So you can imagine how lovely and friendly. Just same wonderful energy as Desiree. The two of them are just delightful. I can't wait to meet Lavender. I think it was Lavender.
Yeah, it's a new one. Their boyfriend's a dog.
Or
Oliver. Go ahead.
Was it Oliver? And before Bella can get to us and the excitement to pet us, sees these obvious dog toys laid out for dogs to clearly pick themselves because they're perfectly at their level, and just sniffs all of them.
And took the caterpillar.
Took the caterpillar, comes over to us so we can pet her and she can show us the caterpillar.
Excited.
And then trotted with the proudest, Mom, look what I found for myself.
I got myself a toy, and then was going to all the people.
And just showing everybody.
And she didn't even know these people
And
walking
then,
by and was running up to these people like,
so
look at what
great.
I bought, you know?
And then Des, of course, is like, I'm so sorry I can get it. I was like, no,
this is
we were like, no, this is
greatest.
perfect. This is so our brand. Mental
Yeah.
health and meows and barks.
Yeah.
We should put and barks
We
in
should.
little parentheses or something.
Yes.
Barks and scales or something.
Yeah. No, I'm game with
But
that. 'Cause we do
yeah,
have
so it was
dogs,
delightful.
too.
So Bella is a wonderful human, and if they ever do start,
Desiree is.
oh yeah, I'm talking about the dog, and I pulled that one.
Yeah. Well, Bella's
Bella's also a wonderful, not humanoid. If they do start doing some videos, which I'm going to try to keep encouraging them to do, obviously I would love for this wonderful community to show her how wonderful videos can be.
Yeah.
Also,
you will
just a side
absolutely melt.
Yeah.
When you if she does a video, you would just be like, oh my God, because she's just, is this person real? And yes, that is who
that's
she
their
is. Genuinely the sweetest little thing. Or not, she's taller than I am. But
can I
beautiful.
say a sidetrack thing? I need to reach out to somebody that I haven't reached out to my far family. So hopefully before this goes up, I've done that. I'm sorry. I'm so bad with text messages. I'm so much better with emails because it's something I do. Text messages get lost and then I forget about them.
Opposite, yeah.
So emails are a much easier way sometimes for me to remember. I don't mind text messages. Just don't ever feel bad if I don't respond. It just means that it's disappeared from my thing and out of sight, out of mind. And then I remember, I'm like, shoot. So I just remembered right now. That's why I'm saying this. Rusty's watchdog. Obviously, that's me. I don't think anybody thought it was actually a dog, one of my dogs online. And if you did, sorry. It's just me. Bark, bark. Rusty's watchdog was an account I created and I haven't needed yet. No. It was the watchdog, as in, if somebody's being mean in the YouTube streets, Rusty's watchdog is happy to get to that comment and very well wordedly. I might bark when I come on lives, but I can be very good with my words when I need to be. So please do let me know. Shoot me an email. Send me the link of the video if you're having trouble with anybody.
Somebody send you some snottiness.
I am happy to very politely and respectfully put people in their place.
Yes.
I wanted to be a lawyer, and then I realized the only way I could be a lawyer and make good money was defending probably bad people. I'm sure I know I'm wrong, and that's not true.
Yeah.
But when I was younger, that's, you see the cinemas.
Well, your perception of what,
So I didn't ever do that path, but I'm good at putting people in their place in a way where if they respond again, they're making themselves to be out to be in the hole.
I saw a sign today that said, be a buddy, not a bully.
Oh, I like that.
I like that, yeah.
Be a
buddy, not a bully.
But yeah, so
it was in Dez's store, to be honest with you.
Ooh.
I remember it was like a triangular yellow.
I think you
might be in the video. Because I saw it, I was like, oh, what a great sign.
Yes.
So let's see what we got at Dez's.
Okay. So we're going to start with...
All right, cool. So we bartered. I gave Dez a bunch of purple bags and... the skirts, the wraparound skirts, I don't have any more.
Yes, and then we got
to her.
We took store credit.
We bartered.
They offered whatever was going to work best for us. They were like, we can consign whatever works best. We wanted to barter because we wanted to get some stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know if any of you remember that time I talked about her first shop. She has since moved, and this was our first time in this new shop that she got to see. The first shop I never got to film in. Yeah, but the very first time we went into her first shop, I have never felt such a... Well, actually, the second time I ever felt such a strong pull was when I moved something in the back of the store and found this buddy.
He's so cute.
I love him so much. I walked into that store, and it was basically like, okay. And I just kept walked into the room, around the corner, and not this hat, but grabbed this hat off the corner of the rack and went back out to Mama G.
And I've worn it. I've got the felt... so you things that I made on it.
You've probably seen it.
And
what was great is that was Dez's hat.
It was Dez's hat. I was like, oh my God, I love this hat. She was like, oh, it's my hat.
Well, I found mine.
At Dez's store.
And my hair is too puffy right
And look
now
how
to like
beautiful
put it
and
on.
purple and green that is, and it goes so great.
It's got the
with your
wire just
hair.
like it. Oh, we can do, you know what? We should set up our wires and do them opposite.
Oh, that's
so
a
like
good
if
idea.
mine does that and then yours can
I could
flow
do the
on
other
this
direction,
side.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I love that hat.
Yeah.
You
could also borrow this anytime you want,
I
obviously.
spied it first and put it on my head, but it fits my head with these big, thick pigtails. What?
I brought this into the other room when I found it. I absolutely found this one first.
Oh, you did. That's right. You did.
I absolutely
I lied.
But so here's a great
You're
situation
right,
here.
Then you put it back down, and then I picked it up when I came in the room. That's what I'm thinking.
So
I tried it on first.
You tried it on first. But that's a perfect example of that wasn't a human like manipulating or lying or anything like that.
I just
Your
remembered it wrong.
brain just had so many things that we did today that it was filling in this works.
Gestalt's
Everybody
theory of
remember,
closure.
you fill in those gaps that you can't actually remember. So it's fine.
I remember walking into the second section and there was
picking
the
this
hat
hat
and
up.
picking the hat up, and then I tried it on.
But I had already
I forgot that
put my hand out and showed you and then put it back down.
When I was in the other room.
Yeah.
I walked through a door, that's why.
That is why. I stand by
I
this.
walked through a door.
Doors make you forget.
Or remember, depending on whatever. Yeah.
Well, if you're going back into the room that you lost it, I always see our thoughts as these different bubbles that exist above
Kind
us.
of like a cartoon writing, yeah.
And that's why when you walk through a doorway, some of them fall off and you lose them. And I feel like that's why I found a thought one time when I was working in a department store, and I was in the break room and I was like, shoot, I forgot what I was going to tell you. And I went back and went to all the spots that I found, and everyone thinks I'm kind of a little bit whatever. I'm an interesting human. I'm eclectic. I went out, I went to the spot, I finally found the thought I had, and in my brain I physically picked it up. I opened the door for the break room and yelled train because that was a link to the story or whatever. I can't remember what the story was, so I don't know what the word was. But I yelled that out in the break room. And then when I got to, because the break room had a long hallway and then you would get to where everyone was, they all tried to distract me and make me forget what I was talking about. And I sat there with this tiny grin on my face because I knew I was going to win. After all these people tried to distract me with all these different stories, I just went, train.
And brought your
because I had brought the story into that room.
And
so
now what you do is you write it down instead of just saying it in the air.
Yeah. So I do think doorways make thoughts go away, and that's
and
very
also
valid.
Backing up into the doorway, you could retrieve. Yeah, which if you said that, I might be parroting you right now.
So
because I don't.
If you haven't already clicked the free space,
yes,
no, I'm really excited about
spaces.
this bingo.
The bingo's great. Yeah,
I got to work out a good list. Again, I'm going to keep asking if you have ideas. She came up with a great one of me touching my necklace.
Yep,
because I do that.
And there was a couple of them. I
didn't
find that paper. There was 2 other things I thought of, but I wrote them down because I don't remember.
And then, to anyone that doesn't know, I'm going to make a list of all the possible options. I will upload a blank board, which we can call it bingo, even if we come up with another name.
Somebody just gave a suggestion.
There was a suggestion. I can't remember what it is. Too many things happened today.
Yeah, I saw it in a comment.
So you can always say bingo in the comments when you get bingo, even if we give it a different name.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll put in a template bingo plate so that anyone can download it, can print it, can have it on their phone.
Yeah.
You can literally draw it out. It's just so many squares.
Yeah.
And we're going to get that going soon, but I'm really, really, really excited for it because you can play it in any video. If you're watching one of the videos that we have, and let's just say it's a video of just Mama G, you might have the perfect things that she does, and you might get bingo in a random Mama G video.
Yeah, no, I think it's fun.
So yeah, I think that I'm really excited about this.
And it's fun this way too, because like when you're watching something, be like, oh, she did it! I gotta cross that off. You know, it's a sense of accomplishment.
We don't ever know what we're doing during lives.
We don't know.
Or videos, for that matter.
I don't know what I'm doing anytime.
We should also make our own bingo cards.
Could.
And then we can make them and just flip them over, put them in an envelope.
We can make a few of them, have them upside down,
and then we can each pick one of them.
Yes.
And we'll see if we get bingo.
Yeah, and then we could play it along with you guys. That's good. Yeah, as long as we turn them upside down.
I think if we each make 2 or 3 cards.
Yeah.
Or we can each make 2 or 3 cards and then mix them up.
And then I might get your card or you might get mine. Yeah, I like that.
We can play bingo with you guys.
Because I think it's fun. I think it sounds so much fun.
So yeah, please, if you have any bingo
Yeah,
options,
any
let us
ideas
know.
of things that you see occasionally or a lot?
It can't be we talk with our hands because we
That's-
physically can't talk without them.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's a mix of more the Italian or the being in the ASL community for so long that we're used to using hand gestures to like.
Yeah.
Like I would do
Might be a
this even if
combination
I
of
didn't know
both.
reading. I'd be like, oh, I'm reading this. I'm reading this.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
It might be a combination of both.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. Because the Italian community always is using their hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah.
What else?
All right, so what else did we get at Desiree's?
Let's show off Mama G's pants.
Rusty picked these out. Not my color, but love them.
I saw these from like this distance.
Yeah.
Like hanging like this on a shelf.
I'm loving this.
Look at them.
Aren't they adorbs? And they got the Velcro little pockets on either end. But they're a lightweight. But I'm thinking that I'm going to take these colors and crochet maybe a sweater to match it, or a top. I'm going to crochet a top to match this, because I could wear these in the fall because I'll wear leggings underneath.
You can also, do you want to be an English teacher? You can have these, and then you wear a cardigan type sweater and crochet yourself
I got the
elbow
leather
patches.
elbow patches.
But you can crochet to it.
I need a cardigan with a big collar.
Like, especially even if you have a crocheted cardigan that had, like,
Oh my
one of your crocheted
gosh.
ones that's a more muted color, or
Yeah.
a color that's opposite enough of this that it would stand
I
out.
think this would be like
Crocheting
to go with
elbow
that
patches?
basic tan,
But how
yellowy
cute would that be?
tan.
Let's start that fad. Crocheted elbow
God.
patches with that really thick, like, embroidery yarn to stitch it on.
Stitch it on.
Ooh, I like this.
Ooh, yes.
I like this.
I'll write that down, Marie, and email it to me. Thank you. Because I think that would be adorable. But I love these, and they have the.
I love when you guys get to see me coming up with new ideas, or both of us. But
Yeah, well, that's why I'm
it
gonna,
makes me
the
excited.
Conventional
Like,
tutorials are.
yeah.
I just put it on. I'm like, let's figure out
we're
something.
in this together.
But this has the
It's
little
cool.
anklets too, which I could take them out, but I like having those.
I like having those because if
I
I'm wearing
tripped in
certain
these
shoes
pants today, and luckily fell on my hands.
I was not outside. I came out as
it's got a back pocket.
when I came out, Mama G was like this.
Yeah.
So my brain immediately was like, "Oh my goodness, what just happened?"
Yeah.
Like, did the dog hurt
these
you?
are big palazzo pants. Excuse
You
my.
need to make sure they're above your ankles
And
when
I
you're
had them
walking.
too long, and when I stepped, one foot went into the this part of the other one, and luckily I had nothing. And it was unusual to not have anything in my hands. Usually I'm carrying something, and I fell straight forward on the cement and was able to put both my hands down. If I had something in my hands, I don't think I would have dropped it. I think I would have fallen on my face. But I also didn't land on my knees.
So now
my
that
knee
you
is
recognize
really
that, I
Yeah.
want you to take soft things in your hand and lean forward and just drop them on the ground. Like,
Yeah,
I'm kind
practice
of
that.
joking,
That's actually, no,
but
that's
I'm not.
actually a good idea.
Like, just start taking two
Look at the
soft
colors.
things. I would take your pants and drop them on the ground to show you, but I don't want to get hair all over them.
No,
but yeah,
these are
taking like softer
silks.
things,
I love
like
them.
some of your crochet things,
Yeah.
and just walk and pretend to
Just
lean
drop.
forward and just drop it. Get used
Yeah.
to when you lean forward
letting
and drop.
go. Let go. Yeah.
Because what's the worst case scenario? You have something glass. That's like,
Yeah. I've fallen with
'Cause
things
even
in
if
my
you
hand and
train
hurt
yourself-
my fingers because of that. Yeah.
if you train yourself to drop things, there's no way you're going to train yourself to drop a kitten if you're going to fall.
Oh no.
Because when a kitten's in your hand, you know
no.
a kitten's in your hand. That's
They're-
totally
that-
different.
Yeah, it's totally.
But yeah, that might
yeah.
not be a bad idea. We won't
Yeah.
go long on that one.
Yeah.
'cause
No.
this is
No. That's a good thought. Yeah. Well, you're part of the family.
Mm-hmm.
So what else do we get?
Oh.
I'm loving the short, crazy hair. I might do that. Oh, this was nice because I was filming the store
Whilst you were filming,
while she was doing this.
this is some teas. So you all understand things being made by love. We are in the fiber world. You understand the difference between buying a blanket from Walmart from someone than hand crocheting or knitting something or sewing something for another human. That's Desiree's teas. That is the equivalent of what she does here. She did not just simply pick a few random things that will taste
she
nice
knows what she's
together
doing.
and mix them together. She made this one, which has elderberry, orange peel, turmeric, ginger, black, oh, this sounds so good, black pepper, cinnamon, I'm definitely taking some, cinnamon, licorice, hibiscus, cherry bark, birch bark, willow bark, sarsaparilla, and love, in all caps, and she means it.
And it's legit, yeah.
And when she was describing this one to me, there was certain ingredients in it mixed with other ingredients work really well to be an anti-inflammatory.
Yeah, which is what I definitely need.
So this is tea that I'm going to let you
Yeah,
have.
yeah, no,
but
this is good because I didn't see. I love her logo. How sweet the logo is, and that says her. Yeah, soft. She's soft spoken.
I'm going to show you the card first.
Desiree Herbal. Yes.
Which is probably backwards to you, but this is fluorite, which supports mental focus, connects the heart and the mind, enhances intuition, and helps to consciously create the life you want.
Okay.
But what Mama G didn't know, because I came up to her and was like, hey, you want the Mama G stone?
Look at this stone.
She finally had one that was a good balance of green and purple.
Oh my gosh, I know. That's like Mama G gear right there.
I honestly, this is probably the
I've never
40th piece of fluorite I picked up. Every other fluorite in there was either almost all purple, almost all green, not enough of either the colors.
It's equal.
So that's your stone.
There's the homeostasis yin yang right there. Very excited about that.
And then for me, Mama G found...
I did.
You know what's
find
funny
these.
is we found each other each pants.
We did.
I didn't think of that until just now.
Love these. They're farmer jeans.
Look at them. I can't see what I'm
Patchwork
doing.
farmer
so feel free to hold
jeans,
them
and
up.
of course on the other side is different color, different materials. And you got pockets. It's got to have a pocket.
Right.
I'm loving those.
I went to go try it on.
And they're nice and thick too.
They also have this.
Yeah, I like that.
I went to go try. I didn't used to, but I like it now because I've almost tripped on my pants before.
But also, if you're wearing them in the winter, you put them inside your boots if you're walking
That's
in the
true.
snow.
I went to go try them on, and I didn't realize this at the bottom, and I got my boot kind of my shoe kind of into it, and I was like, huh, I can't do this anymore. So I was
I'm
just
taking
like,
my shoes off.
I mean,
That's all. That's what I do.
gonna-
They don't have to be
they're gonna
fitted.
fit.
Yeah, I just hold them up to my waist.
but yeah, I'm super excited about these. I love funky clothing. I haven't done this type of patchworky style in a while.
Yeah.
I've basically been in graphic tee. I don't even normally wear jean
I love
shorts.
those.
I normally
and
wear
it
basketball
looks
shorts.
fabulous with the hat. Where'd you do with the hat so you could show the two together? This is what I really loved because look at how perfect. It's a whole
Yeah.
ensemble.
I'm gonna look good.
Yeah.
But I'm also gonna look.
And I'm going to be jelly because I love both of them.
You're gonna wear your fun ones
Yeah.
and your hat, and we're gonna go out somewhere
Yeah.
in public, and we're gonna be just as fabulous as we were
Yes.
today.
You got a lot of people were saying, "Hey, love your what do they call it?
Love your fit.
Love
Someone
your
said,
fit.
"Love your fit."
I'm like, what's she talking about? Yeah, we got a lot of compliments today.
Yes.
Which is nice. Usually we just get weird looks because we dress like this all the time.
Yeah, that's what was funny. Is
Unpride-related,
that
yeah.
we went to Pride dressed like
Pretty much what we...
the amount of times I wear these ones.
Yeah.
Not because they're subtle, but because they don't hurt the sides of my head.
I'm going to yawn again. Jesus.
I wear these ones a lot. I have my own pair because they
Yeah.
also don't hurt my head. But yeah, we wear that stuff all the time, so it was funny when people are like, "Oh, I love your outfit," like for Pride, and I was like, "Oh, this is actually just
Yeah.
what we wear on a daily
Oh,
basis."
is it Pride today? Oh, yeah, pretty much. But then,
No,
yeah.
it's funny. Like when we even first started the channel, the whole headpiece thing
Yeah.
wasn't something for the channel.
No.
It was like, oh shoot, we have all these costumes that we wear out in public
All the time.
and to Banjomaw and just
Everywhere.
cleaning my house.
Always.
Why don't we start incorporating these into the channel? And then it just like worked out great.
And even the onesies.
Mhm.
You know, the onesies. We wear onesies out and have done that for a long, long time. And have been dyeing. I've been dyeing my hair different colors since 1975. But back in 1975, they didn't have all those different colors. So I used to use watercolor and tempera paints from art class. Yeah.
so
I used to paint all my
overall
nails different
story.
colors too.
So the nice thing about this overalls for me is Mama G found me a pair of overalls that reminded
Years
me.
ago, yeah.
Well, you found me these.
Oh, those I did.
That
yeah.
reminded me of the ones you found years ago.
Years ago, yeah.
That anyone can add that to your bingo thing. Mama G interrupts me with what I'm about to
Saying
get.
before she's
like
gonna say
8 seconds before this, me getting to that part of my sentence.
Some guessing.
It's like, here's my sentence, and I start here, and you're just like, here's the end of your sentence.
Well,
It-
if I can interject, remember that? If I can interject, and I figured out why I do this. The storytellers tell stories in a certain manner.
yes.
When Rusty's telling a story, she tells it in a different past, present, future than I do. I I tell a story more like you would sign something. In sign language, you don't bounce back and forth from, well, this used to happen, so this happened today and then the other day. It's in grammatical, chronological is the word. Chronological
Well, it's almost
syntax.
like if
she bounces, and that's why I keep interrupting her, because I'm thinking you missed that part, because I would have said that first.
But
that's why
for me is I'm building the
you're building up the
suspense.
You're a better storyteller.
To the part we're going to learn.
Yes,
but often
that's
ruined, and it's always fun. My favorite.
Well, I'm getting better at understanding.
Oh no, it's great. My favorite was, I don't remember what I was saying, but I was telling a story, and I was doing that exact thing. I was leading up to the dramatic reveal, and I was like seconds away from it, and she cut me off
with the answer. I'm like,
with the answer, and then she goes, "Well, I didn't want you to miss that point," and I was like, "That was the whole point. That was the whole story."
But that's when I realized, I was like, oh,
yeah.
So the way her brain is telling the story is almost like remember those books? If you're her age, I know Tony used to read them. Choose Your Own Adventure, and that's the thing. The way I would write a story is different than how she would write a story.
Yes.
So
here's my story.
Yeah,
that you know the whole story. So
I'll sit here.
It's funny because this one doesn't even have that much of a dramatic reveal.
No.
It's the story. Here, we'll do it this way. The story of the end of Mama G's overalls.
Yeah, I love those.
She had these overalls for many years. Wore them often. I was going to a Gathering of the Vibes, which is a weekend-long camping music venue that's very much, if you were to, like, all the Pride stuff, fully accepted, that type of wonderful community.
All like major rock and roll bands.
Yeah, rock and roll bands, jam bands.
10,000 people would be there for the weekend. Yeah, go ahead.
So this was the first time I was going back to it since we stopped going, because after sometimes it was harder to like get that time off. You lived in North Carolina for a little while.
North Carolina, yeah.
So life happened. We didn't go. I was finally going to be going to I almost said Banjomaw, to a Gathering of the Vibes. You knew the overalls were pretty much done at this point.
Well, they're all different patchworks, but the material was a very
you could have kept them going for another 20 years.
Yeah,
you would have still had them now, but you also. You knew when you handed them to me, you were sacrificing them.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
So it wasn't like I destroyed something that she wanted
passed
back.
Them down, and
this was a handing down to me. I don't ever expect to get these back. I know you destroy everything. Hopefully you can wear them for an hour.
Yeah.
So I've got, and they're patchwork overalls. So I've got these patchwork overalls on, and like I'm just living my life at this. And I go to do like a weird dance move with someone, and I put my knee up, and it just splits between the two patches, and my knee comes out. And I'm dancing with a stranger at this point that we were having a great, like we didn't even talk up at this. We were just grooving together, and I did that, and the way it split, the two pieces flapped down. So I was like, huh, and I went.
Oh, there's a piece.
And that square of the fabric came off so easily that now you can just see my full knee. And I was like, well, something to remember me by? And he was like, oh my goodness. And takes this piece of fabric and like, cool. And like puts it in his pocket. Yeah, he might still have it and the story. And then we continued to dance for a while. So that moment happened. And I learned the pants had a mission. How much can I give away before I'm not a scantily clad human. I wear whatever you want. If you're comfortable with those low cut things that like show your belly button in the middle, by all means, you look fabulous no matter your shape or size. You look fabulous in it. I'm just not comfortable in it for myself. This is how I dress. So I was like, how much of this can I get rid of before it's to the point where I need to go do something about what I'm wearing? So I did. For the next 2 days, I just vibed with people, and like like certain parts were missing, and then like at one point this leg was just a full short, and this leg still had like the back.
So you started that style.
So I've just kept like gifting pieces off to people. That's also the same one where they left me, whom I'm probably not, well, at that time I wasn't the right one to leave in charge of a newbie. I just have too much fun and then forget where the tent is. and we didn't have any markers. We used to do markers on our tent. Like we used to do markers. We didn't have any markers. So I was with one of the newbies and we couldn't find our tent. And we found
Not a child, a new person.
their very first time going to a weekend camping festival. Yes. Thank you. I was with a non-child newbie and we saw this really comfortable, fluffy blanket outside someone's tent. And I was like, dude, we need to sleep. Do you want us to go like sleep on this? And we did.
And they probably, the people
what was delightful is the fantastic couple, these two ladies. I opened my eyes and these two beautiful ladies were like, oh, we didn't want to be too loud because you were sleeping
on our stuff, but it's okay.
And it was fun because you wake up early. It's hot. You're not, and so you usually wake up. It wasn't like we took over half their day. And then I was like, oh, I'm so sorry we slept in your thing. We couldn't find the tent. They're like, we figured it was something like that. You're good.
No
We're making breakfast. And then they like made us a delicious, like, it was probably vegan breakfast. But
best weekends ever.
Yeah, they made us this delicious breakfast. We chatted for a while. And then we're like, all right, well, we're going to try to find our tent, but I'll try to come back and say bye to you guys. And I did. I found them again. We gave hugs and said bye. But like, that's the vibe we have here. And that's the vibe I want everywhere.
Yeah.
We're never going to get it everywhere in the world. So if I can get it everywhere I am in the world, that's my goal.
Well, even today, it was in a much smaller sense. Everybody we chatted with today was there for had the same like-mindedness and the same vibe and was happy to be here because we were proud. So it was that similar good vibes. That's huge.
If any of you have any moments you want to share that are just like those little moments where like you recognize like, oh no, okay, this is like my purpose
total
here.
Safe. Yeah.
Like I either the full stories, like full safe stories, or just moments where you recognize, like I recognize I am here
home
to create. I'm here to be home. Oh, I'm here to be everyone's home.
Yeah.
I invite you into my home every time we hang out.
Home.
Yes, I'm here to be home. And home is supposed to be a safe place you can go to relax, to unwind, to let loose, to
Everything.
be you, to
unload.
walk around the house with no clothes on if you want to. Where, if you're not comfortable,
I would, but my neighbor's like, would you stop doing that?
If you're not comfortable wearing something out in public that you're just not comfortable, wear it in your house. Get used to it. Home is that safe spot, and that's you're right. That's what I've been trying to create. Yeah, in all the places.
In the idyllic home. Yeah, I know not everybody's home is like that, but the idyllic home. Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, we're over an hour.
Which that's good. That means we got an hour and 15 or so.
And if
we
weren't in the chat a lot, I apologize, but we are these last week and this weekend. We were living our life. I only get to see her a couple of days because she works and whatnot. But
we might start not now because we're slowly moving into colder seasons where it doesn't matter. But come next summer, we're going to keep our Wednesday thing going as a time to be all together. Yeah, we might do more premieres on Saturday lives. Yeah, because that's like our time to do something. Yeah. Not every single Saturday. It's just we only did like 3. There's the one, then the one that you didn't do as a premiere, and then this one.
Again, I'm sorry. I'm not tech savvy at all, obviously.
But so we're gonna plan a couple so that we can do some more excursion. What's nice is this premiere was filmed during the not premiere that you watched today, so that next week you can be part of the adventure we went on. Yeah. So it's not like we're not going to be live with you because we were doing whatever. We're not going to be live with you because the following week we're going to share that adventure with you. Yes. That's the goal. We want to take you more places. We want to go do more things. And we want to bring you with us, but we don't have enough time together to do it on any other day. Our times together are Saturday. So let's do a couple of those.
I like that. Yeah. And I forget. Sometimes I'm going and I'm doing things and I forget I could be filming this, because I'm not a vlogger,
Neither of us thought we'd ever be here. Yeah. We just stayed here because of all of you.
Oh gosh. Yeah. You guys.
I was telling Des about that today. I was like, I literally, if anybody told me 4 years ago, 4 and a little bit more years ago, because we're about 3 here.
Yeah, we almost.
If anybody told me that you were going to be a content creator and have 3,000 people that followed you and have a nice fun community on the
And made
internet,
all these
which
wonderful
never happens on the
friends.
internet tends to be a horrible place. Like if any of you told me that, I would have scoffed. I'm like, oh, cute.
4 years ago, I
bless
would have said,
your
"What's a content
heart."
creator?"
And
That's
now
when
I
started
couldn't be more
watching.
elated.
Yeah.
Elation.
No, this is great.
We have a wonderful family here. I'm really excited
You
to,
guys are great.
even if we do another one, I'm excited about the concept of being able to, having you have to go through a premiere so that the following week you can be in the experience with us experiencing it.
Yes.
Because we can't film live when we're out and about. It doesn't work.
No,
There's
you can't.
almost
yeah.
everywhere you go, you drive through zero service at some point.
Yeah.
When we're the cat, Bob, that you saw us,
From today.
neither of us had service there. I could have hopped onto his Wi-Fi if we really needed to, but
Yeah.
there's no need for that. But
I just videoed.
there was zero service there. When I'm playing D&D, I have zero service. So even if we tried to film our adventures live, there'd be too many places.
It'd be dropping
that
out.
It would be worse than the
Unless
month
we were
of
sitting
pixelation.
somewhere that we knew we had, so like that area that Mike and I,
Yes.
whoop, the man that lives in my house, and I occasionally watch fireworks from on top of Loon Lake. It's beautiful scenery, and she's like, "We should film here because it's beautiful scenery. Just
It's
the
a
lake
mix.
is below it.
Yeah.
You know, it's nice.
It's a mix of I want to show you all more places, but then with us filming other places, like I want to have this human have more experiences.
Yeah, I want to be out of
And-
our buildings more.
Yeah. So that's the goal moving forward.
Yeah.
We love you all,
Yes.
as always. I'm
I hope-
super
I
excited
hope
to keep
the
bringing you on adventures.
hairdo takes off and starts as a new. I like actually
The dog
the
ears.
fuzzies
Yeah,
there. I like that. I hope this is a new fad. That's
I'm
starting.
really a fan of everything that's happening.
I'm
right now.
keeping it like this. I'm gonna go. I have to go to the grocery store.
As a super side note, because I'm looking at my shirt, I finally met the newer tattoo artist at 1808 Tattoo, and their mate was there. And when I was going to say bye, he complimented my shirt, but the way I was standing, he only saw it from here. And then I was like, yeah, to think, I found the perfect one. It's got Nick Cage in a cage.
Yeah.
And we went back and forth on metal, so I'm assuming that person and I are going to be friends forever
Of course. Yeah. She was ecstatic to meet you. So.
now. Yeah, Craig talks about me
Yeah.
all the time, as you would expect.
And he apparently says nice things.
It's
because-
fun because he told me this a while back that whenever he can't think of what to do with his clients, he just tells stories of me.
Oh,
That's
well, that's
just his.
that
Whenever
works out well for him.
and you can read like one of the clients was kind of talking about more like, I think there was something in my house. I saw like one of the things rolled off the table out of nowhere. So they talked about that. So he's like, oh, I have stories about that with Rusty. Then someone's like, I'm super into like the moon phases. I have stories about that about Rusty.
Oh, that's perfect.
Like, so it's just
They're
all
so
these
diverse
weird-
that you kind of can fit into any topic.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing.
Yes.
Well, we're going to show you Dez's
Card backwards again.
card. Hopefully, it's proper for you.
I think it's going to be backwards for everybody.
I think it's proper for
Is
you
it?
guys. Yeah.
I thought it was on the lives that it did that, but not the
no,
filming.
it does it on the film.
Oh, so is it? Do I have it backwards? Maybe I
Yeah.
have it backwards.
You have
Okay,
it backwards. Live is
I have it
backwards.
backwards. Cool. Then read
That's
it.
That's Dez's. And yeah, hopefully, if she does, if we can get her to do some videos,
Or
and
if you need
encourage
if
her.
you need any herbs, even if
Yeah.
they're not on our website, you should probably ask.
Yeah,
them.
you could ask her. Just and if you do go on there and whatever, just mention that you. I would like her to know
Mention
that
Mama
we
G
told her we
Gear.
were going to
Yeah.
shout her out, and if you do, just mention Mama G Gear. You know, whatever. You know,
Yes.
sent you whatever. But just so she knows, she'll get a kick out of that. But she's a really super sweet human being. So, all right, I am fading very fast.
He just wants to say
That face is adorable. He really does have the cutest little. You want to just squeeze his cheeks.
Yeah, I walked into the store and I was like, it was a giant thrift store, and I was like, something just said like hi to me.
And that
Like,
was
oh,
it.
hello, you here for me? And I just kept walking. When I finally got to a
adorable.
certain spot, it was basically like there was a box like this, and I saw a tiny bit of orange peeking out, and I picked up the box, and I was like, "Oh, you're coming home.
Yeah.
Like you, this is
He was
you're-
playing
okay,
peekaboo.
You wanted me to come take you home. I took you home, little pal. Now you get to
He's
live here with
cute.
me forever."
No, it's cute. Or until it gets
guys.
broken. All right. Love you guys. Be well. Have a yarnalicious day because
Thumbs!
nothing matters anyway.
Because we weren't
Hey, don't
actually
forget
live, you
your
didn't do the
thumbs.
thumbs thing.
Don't forget your thumbs. Subscribe if you like what you've seen.
Mhm.
Subscribe if you don't like what you've seen. Who gives a
just don't watch. Anyway, we could always use your Yarnalicious family. And do the dog eat your hairdo. All right, bye-bye for now.
Love yous.